EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, we are. Black, come on.
They'll run on first down. It's Boyd, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 26, check 26. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. No. Slam.
From the 25 on second down, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Sunday. Mike 51, Mike 51. Great. Back.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Mike 51. Watch the pass. Here we go. Check 15 goals. Check. Forward, Tokyo.
Throwing is Wentz. It's caught. It's Stewart. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Quit talking about
Now Lopez on 1st and 10. Caught by Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, Swift powers through again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Wentz. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
No. Ram. Check out.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 26-yard line.
Done. 480. 81. Sunday. Hey, exit. Come on, baby.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now wins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Lopez looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter. Yeah,
by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go. Let's go.
With the score, Eagles 14, Saints 7.
On the ready. 53, Mike. Get him. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Protein spell.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Lopez. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lopez. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Great. Kill. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. It got his man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Check three. Where's 5-7? Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Wentz. He completes it to Bryant, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They hand off to their big tight end. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Defense.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to go down again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
5-9.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He completes it to Stewart. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
To throw is Wentz. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Out. Let's go. Get set. 5.
Back to throw. Lopez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Airing it out deep for Smith. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Lopez throwing on first down.
I know
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this throw caught left side. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6-6, pull it high.
Lopez now to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
To throw is Lopez. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Scarborough. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go. Begin. Bang. Hey, empty.
From midfield, here's Wentz. he hits his target. Left side, Watson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang over.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, check 24. 61, matchbox lights.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 18, Gator. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, you got D? Ready?
Here's Lopez. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let it go in. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Lopez on third down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here we go. 70, Indy. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Lopez. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
This is Scarborough. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. To throw, it's Wentz. That's taken in by Stewart. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Ruled out of bounds just shy of the goal line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Wentz going to throw. He can't get him down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. On 1st down, Lopez. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lopez to throw again. Allen's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But it's
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Here we go. Waiting. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Jim.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of 1.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Going deep here for Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked up. Maddox.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Here we go. 180. I'm coming.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zipped on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Lopez now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got Allen, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. To throw is Lopez on first down. He's got Smith here. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
132 fighter. Hurry.
Here's Lopez operating from the gun. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Here we go. 180.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win.